Good afternoon. It's been a pleasure invited by SMMT. I'm so glad to come back to London. My last trip in London was exactly 2 years ago. And I think London is connected to NIO in two folds. First of all, I want to say our logo and our brand NIO was actually born in London in November 2016 when we launched the brand and the logo in such a gallery. The second connection to London was actually we run our Formula E team. We used to have also our team in Dunnington and also our garage there. Our one of the fastest electrical car was born in England as well. So that's all about the connection, NIO. And let me come back to what my topic about. So in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to share with you about some of the business ecosystem, the business model of a NIO, and especially with a focus introducing about a very unique battery swap technology connected to our innovative business model. We call it a BaaS, Battery as a Service. That has been a journey since 2014 November as the company was founded. So it's still a young company with a short history. But NIO started with all a vision created by our founder, William Li. So basically, NIO was founded on the idea to create a sustainable vision of a blue sky. So that's why we call ourselves a blue sky coming for the future generation. As most of you who have been traveling in China, we have been fighting very hard on the air pollution and also with the carbonization in the society. And NIO has been developing very fast since November 2014 until today. We have been a team already over 16,000 people with a global footprint, as you can see in Europe, in Munich, in Oxford, and also in Oslo. And same as in Silicon Valley with a different focus of the center of expertise. And of course, the main market and the main team, especially the engineering team, technology team, are mainly located in China. And the product, as we started, and the vehicles is actually started with the EP9. It's the fastest electrical vehicle, which makes the worldwide record in 2017 in Nürburgring, Nordschleife with for the 21 kilometer of 6 minutes 45 seconds. And then we launched our first concept car, NIO Eve, in South by Southwest in 2017. And starting from 2017, we started to launch each year a new mass production car, starting with the flagship SUV ES8 to the middle-size SUV ES6, and also the SUV coupe EC6. And starting from 2021, we launched our first sedan ET7, which, by the way, will be delivered next week to our end user in Chinese market. Some of the highlights of the ET7, that is the first sedan NIO created and produced. And there's two big highlights. And for this car, we will have a 70, 100, and 150 kilowatt battery pack equipped. And starting from Q4 next year, we will have a 150 kilowatt with a solid state battery with a range over 1,000 kilometers. And also the ET7 is equipped with equivalent level 4 NIO autonomous driving system. And the next sedan we launched just about end of December last year was the ET5, which will be delivered in Q4 this year to the Chinese market. By the way, the ET7 will be the first vehicle we will deliver in the German market in Q4 this year. So that will be the first model we will launch in the German market and also with some other markets together. In the short history, starting from June 2018, NIO could establish really our production, our supply chain capability. Until end of February, we could deliver over 182,000 vehicles in Chinese market plus Norwegian market since September last year. The milestone and the really meaningful milestone for this number is NIO is the first premium Chinese brand in the premium market. The MSRP average in Chinese market of all the vehicles we sold in Chinese market last year was about $20,000 higher than the average MSRP of Tesla in Chinese market. And the other special in our business model is our so-called point of sales, which is consisted of a NIO House. NIO House is actually created for a user community to share the joy. And what you can see here is the first NIO House outside China opened up the door last September in Oslo. So if you by chance next time go to Oslo, this NIO House is just opposite to the Norwegian Parliament in the Karl Johans Gate 33. And here is to give you a feeling what is included in the NIO House. NIO House is not only a showroom, it's more than a showroom. We have a so-called gallery where you can configure your car, but more than that, you have a library, you have a WeWork place, you have a NIO cafe, you have a forum. Last but not least, you even have a so-called joint camp. It's a playground for the kids. And my focus, as I promised at the beginning, is today to share more detail and deeper insight about our power solution. We call it a worry-free because I think we have been discussing since beginning or even back in the 1990s why we don't have an electrical vehicle penetrated so broadly as everybody wish is because of the range necessity and also not very much convenient power solution for the users. So what NIO has been creating is actually a worry-free power solutions. From the left hand to the right hand, you can see actually we are offering not only a 7 or 11 kilowatt AC home charger, but also a 20 kilowatt DC charger with a 180 kilowatt supercharger. On the right hand, we even create a so-called power mobile. It comes to you when you have a difficulty with access to any of the charging infrastructure. Give you a 10 minutes charge, you can get another 100 kilometer range until you reach the next possibility. And in the middle is what I'm going to focus in the next phase is our battery swap station, which is definitely kind of a USP for NIO. And we're offering all those 5 right now on the Chinese market to our Chinese user. And we are offering all the 4, excluding the power mobile currently in Europe, in the Norwegian market to our user. So fully automated takes the entire process, starting with the parking as you have seen in the beginning of the movie, 5 minutes without getting off the car. So during the entire swapping process, you can sit down quietly in the car without getting off the car, and it takes 5 minutes to change a battery pack over 500 kilo heavy. So that's for this, NIO developed the all in-house, and we are owning over 300 patents out of the battery swap station. And what you can see here is already the generation 2. So what we have been done is actually some about the advantage of the battery swap. First of all, as I said, it only takes 5 minutes. It's much quicker than any of the HPC today. Even you take 800 volt charging with a Taycan, it still takes you 20 to 25 minutes. But this takes only 5 minutes. And of course, you have a long battery lifetime because we can already check the health status during the swap about the battery pack and to try to take action. Either I take the unhealthy battery pack out of the circulation, or I need to also do something else. And of course, we have also the control of the battery pack to make a better battery recycling, enhance also much more high efficiency if you compare to any of the power charger. The entire swap station takes about 4 parking slots big. It's over about 45 square meters of the swap station. And you can see in the generation 2, we can host 13 battery packs at the same time. And what we have been doing is keep investing and making expansion of the battery swap network. First in China. As you can see, there's already since November 2018 until today, over 864 battery swap stations, among which 228 along on the motorways. And besides, we also installed 700 power charger stations plus our destination charger. And in the NIO charging map, we are connecting almost 500,000 public chargers as well. By the way, in the 864 includes the only one right now in Europe. So that is the one we opened up in January this year in close to Oslo. And it's already since then in operation for the Norwegian user. And the next, this battery swap, what we have seen is only actually the technology platform. With a battery swap, we create another innovative business model called a battery as a service. In that case, basically, you separate the ownership of the vehicle from the battery pack. And what we can do right now with the NIO is you can charge the vehicle with a 7 kilowatt or 11 kilowatt home charger or 20 kilowatt DC charger or 180 supercharger, and you can swap the battery pack. That's why it's swappable. Most important is upgradable. That means while you're purchasing your car, you decided don't purchase the battery pack. Instead, you lease the battery pack, paying a monthly fee. For special purpose, having a long journey, you can upgrade your battery pack for a certain period. And that means normally you need 70 kilowatt, but you just have a range necessity. So that's why you want to purchase 150 kilowatt, what doesn't make sense in terms of the circular economy. And with upgradable, we can make that reality. So that's why for the NIO bus business model, NIO received or acknowledged as the world-changing ideas company 2021 in US. And some of the benefits for the battery bus, first of all, the battery can be upgraded. You don't need to worry as an owner that your battery cell technology will get old-fashioned 3 years later, because you don't own that, you just rent it. Secondly, cost saving. Taking example of the Chinese market, if you don't purchase the battery pack for 70 kilowatt, you can pay 9,000 euro less. Instead, you pay about 130 euro for monthly payment. In Norway, you pay about 200 euro for the monthly payment for a 100 kilowatt battery pack. And of course, it gives you the chance for a systematic solution to the battery degradation, as I said, because we are checking the battery health status. So NIO can take action directly on the battery pack instead of the owner. And very big for everyone as a private user is increase your residual value of the electrical vehicles, because you don't own the battery pack, you just own the car. And last but not least, we have the vehicle to grid. So we can do the battery storage through the battery swap station. We can do also actually electricity trading through our battery swap station, which is about 1.3 gigawatts with a 13 battery pack. And that's why I'm always saying with a battery as a service, NIO is making great contribution to the sustainable society. We talk about many other things, but only if you don't need to own the battery pack, only because you don't need to worry about your range, you can save the planet already. And our ambition plan is that we are going to build and launch over the world until end of 2025, 4,000 battery swap stations, among which 1,000 will be installed outside China, mainly probably in Europe first. And because of the idea, we have been able to attracting some other industry partners, like you can see with the Sinopec, the biggest oil company in old economy in China. They have signed a strategic agreement with NIO by providing to build up more than 160 power swap stations within the Sinopec gasoline stations. They have over 50,000 only in China. And the other big partner we could win is Shell. So we signed an agreement with Shell end of last year, by which Shell also want to implement more battery swap station, not only in their Chinese swap station, but also in the worldwide chains. NIO is planning to enter more than 25 and plus countries until 2025, including Europe and the other continents in the world. As I said, so far we are only offering our product and services in China plus Norwegian market. So what we're going to do is we're going to expanding this year, besides Norwegian market, also the German market, the Netherlands market, the Swedish, and also in Denmark. And that is actually our plan for our European ambition. And of course, I think today we have all the partners from the industry hoping to have a more discussion exchange with you guys in the next journey. Thank you for your attention.